Hey guys, welcome back to another one of our special presentations with a vaulted private system. So we are back on the roulette felt once again to help you guys out. And these special videos are for people that are either new to the game of roulette and want a maximum potential for the best ways to play that I can show you on an individual video. Of course, at casinoincomeacademy.com, we do so much more. We go so far beyond these simple systems with our premium courses, and you can get a look at that at going over to Casino Income Academy. But the first thing you want to do is below this video, somewhere on this page, you will find a something that looks similar to this so that you can sign up for the Casino Confidential newsletter that's absolutely free. You want to sign up for the newsletter. We give out so much incredible information throughout the year. Private systems, advanced money management concepts, mindset to make sure that you're mentally ready to give yourself the optimal chance of making money in the casino, whether it's on a cruise ship, Vegas, Biloxi, or right down the street from where you currently live, or if you're playing online. So take advantage of the free newsletter. Second, you want to go to the digital courses if you really want to make this into a business like many of our students do. And check out the digital courses. These are the premium courses that are multiple videos, PDFs, money management concepts. We put it all together for those that want to turn the casino into a potential business, a way to make income on a regular basis. This is our flagship course right here, Casino Diversification Toolbox, which takes you through the business concept overall as to how we do that and provides you with some key strategies. And then we have multiple modules for each one of the different asset classes, roulette, craps, as well as multiple for Baccarat itself. All right, so let's get right into the video, guys. So this is an incredible concept that I'm going to be showing you right now. This one is something, again, that is so simple because, once again, this one, we're not changing the bet areas. So you can play this very easily on the electronic version of roulette, which you can go all the way down to 50 cents on a lot of those machines. So you can dummy down what we're doing, or you can play this on traditional roulette wheels. The only thing you need to know is do not play any of the strategies we show you on either the 000 roulette wheels that are now popping up. Traditionally, they are horrible. Or the electronic version that is only software, where there is no physical wheel or ball. Only play this when there's a physical wheel or ball. All right, so here you go. It is such an easy setup. I'm going to show you this with $1 units. You can play this with any amount, but again, never play anything we show you before practicing and simulating it at least 30 to 50 simulation sessions so that you understand the good, the bad, and the ugly. And you have to determine how big of a bankroll you need based on your base bet. So these are $1 right now on this demo. These are $1 units, and there are 9 of them. They are played on the corners. They are overlapping corners. Understand that. Take a look at the screen. They start on the 5-8-4-7 corner, and there's 9 of them going across overlapping corners, and you know you've done it correctly if you end up with the 29, 32, 28, 31 corner. 1 unit of whatever your unit is. So if these are 25 cents, they're 25 cents. If they're 50 cents, they're 50 cents. If they're $1, they're $1. If they're $5, they're $5. This bet is 5 units, right? This is a $5 bet here. So this is equivalent to 5 of the single units. So if you're using dollar bets here, this is a $5 bet. If you're using 50-cent pieces here, right, it's 5 times 50 cents. You need to keep the ratio the same between these bets and this, but you can do it at any level. But the most important thing is to simulate to make sure that you understand the bankroll necessary to play at the level you want to play. Okay? Now, we have very large coverage with this system, this strategy. This does not pay the same when you hit a win. This is what we call a safety bet. It's going to make 1 unit of profit if this hits, if this column hits, because you're going to lose these. Now, let's talk about when these hit. What you want to happen for the maximum amount to be made is an inner shot. One of these, one of the numbers on either side of these two, either column, between here and here. That's the maximum amount of money you'll make with this strategy. However, if you hit an outside one, it's going to pay less. If you hit a number that is not covered, which would be the 1, 2, the 34, 35, or the zeros, that is a full loss, and we will go up a unit on each one of these. But as I always say, we're only going to stay at the higher level until we're close to where we should be, back to where we were. Do not press your luck and stay at a higher level for more than you need to. It's always better to lessen the volatility and work our way back from the base level. So when you are forced to go up, only stay there for as short as possible time period. I can't stress that enough. Now, win targets. As always, keep your win targets super tight. Super tight. Do not play this for hours and hours and hours. Play this for a reasonable small win target and call that session done. You can always play multiple sessions during the day, but do not stay at the table and have the chance of giving back your profits. Small profits, multiple sessions. So here we go. Okay, that's one of those great ones. Look, we won $4. You hit the 13, which means you're getting paid from this corner bet and this corner bet, right? That's what we want to do, is hit these numbers. All right, let's go. All right, 12. Where's the 12? 12. So this time we did not hit our corner bets, but we hit our column safety bet, and we still made $1. No big deal. So we're up $5 right now. 8. Another perfect one. It's in the middle. It's one of the corner bets in the middle. That's another $4. That's a first column bet. It's a $1 win. Okay, total loss. So you are going to get to see, you won't see that many losses with this in a row or consecutively. So we will have to go up, right? We're going to have to go up. So you're going to see what that looks like. So we put one additional unit on each, and now we need to add 5 to this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So now we're at a $28 bet. Okay, that was a 5. That's an N1, right? That's an N1. So in that situation, we lost because it's a $28 bet and we only won 18. So it's considered a partial loss. We're not going to go up. We're just going to keep going. All right, that's a full win because it's one of the corner bets in the middle, right? So we're still down. We're still down 24.66. We started with 2,500. So we're still down. All right, that's a good one. That's a $36 win on a $28 bet. That's an 11. 11 is in the middle. $22. That's another one that's in the middle. So now we're back above our starting point, right? Now I'm going to tell you, this is where the testing has to happen for you. Some people will want to take the extra risk by doing one more spin at this elevated bet level. Sometimes you can get away with that if you're willing to take that risk. But you get so many wins in a row, as I showed you, that for me, I go back to the base level more often than not because I'm only looking in this strategy to make $25, $30 and then cash that ticket from the electronic version. And then do it again and again and again. But we'll spin at this higher level just to show you what it looks like. Okay, it's a $2 win because the 18 is up here. Okay, so it wasn't a full win from the column. All right, so I'm definitely going to go back to the base. Right, I'm going back to the base. So now let's put them back out, our 1 unit on each corner. Like so. And there should be 9. 3, 6, 9. And now we would need $5 here, or 5 units. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. For a total of 14 units or $14. And there we go. Okay, another win right here. Corner bet win. Okay? So you see that we are now up. If I pull these down and clear it, we're up $16 right now. 16. Okay, now we're up 20. If my math is correct. All right. So for me, let me take a look. We're up 24 units right now. I'm calling it quits for this session. That's me. You may decide after doing the simulations that you're going to go for 30 or 40. I want to cash this ticket. And I want to come back and repeat the same process 2 to 3 times. Okay? Now, if you have the type of bankroll that you're playing that these dollar chips are $2 chips, which means this would be $10, you have to equate that out. Because if you did the same thing as me, you would be up more than that now, right? You'd be up $48 if you were using $2 chips and $10 here. you have to not get carried away with the dollar amount. You have to make sure you have the proper bankroll to play. So what I'm going to tell you is that the best thing for you to do, and we tell this to everybody, even on our premium systems, our higher level systems, to start with whatever minimum you can start with. And then as you're piling in the money from the casino profits, you can slowly move up your base bets. And we teach that in our premium courses, how to do that. That's called a bankroll builder plan. How to systematically increase your bets from this dollar level to 2, to 3, to 4, not by just betting more because you want to, but because you have the bankroll that you've created from the profits from the casino. And we teach that in our graduate level courses. So let's put this out again, just so we can show you one more time. And the beauty of this system or strategy is that you're not having to change where the bets are. You're not having to do calculations and do crazy things, right? So I'm showing you this 1, 2, because this is another very simple system to play on a cruise, on your vacation, and on the electronic versions as well as the traditional. Now, understand, if you're going to play in a live traditional table, they're going to have minimums. Unless it's a $5 minimum on the outside bets, you won't be able to do this. If it's a $10 minimum outside bet, these would have to be $2 each to keep the ratio, and then this would be $10. Okay? So you have to know what the minimums are at the electronic game as well as the traditional. All right, that's a $1 win because it's 30, which is on the column hit. So you won $1 on that. All right, we'll do one more. All right, so that's a loss. All right. So you guys understand now the way that this is being played, right? That's the only reason for doing the demo. There's 9 bets out here. They're all corner bets and they're overlapping. And then this is a $5 bet here. Okay, a $5 bet here. That is the ratio that you need to have. Okay, and that's it. Now, it's very rare that you're going to have the situation where you have multiple full losses in a row. Can it happen? Of course it can happen. There's 2 numbers not covered. There's 2 numbers not covered here, and there's the zeros. It can happen. And in those instances, you would have to go up again. You would have to go up to the next level on each one of these by the same starting amount. Another $1, another $5. But as soon as you can work your way back down, you need to do that. You need to do that. Do not get caught up in making a new session high necessarily. But you're going to understand the ratio when you do all those practice sessions with this to kind of get a good feeling. Set yourself a target when you do the simulations. Set yourself an ultra reasonable target. $20, $25 or 20 to 25 units if you're playing with anything here, right? Units. And every time you hit 20 or 25, that session is over. And once you do that multiple times, you're going to see how far the rubber band will stretch and how often you do get hit with full losses close together, where you have to go up one tier and a second tier. And that's how you're going to learn. That's why we paper trade. That's why we simulate. You're going to learn the ins and outs so that if you ever do decide to play this live with real money, you have made a complete conscious decision and understanding of the way that this specific strategy flows. So that's it for now. This is a favorite of ours. We love to play it for tight, quick profits. And if we have the bankroll, we will play it for bigger than this base level with the single ones and the 5. We will play it for higher. But if we do that, we're only going to stick our foot in the water a few times to make money and then quit and grab that ticket and cash it in. All right. So this is another profit generating system that's really easy to use. I hope you guys enjoy it. Always practice. Always play with the right size bankroll after determining what it is. Never let your emotions get in the way. And remember, treat it like a business. 1 unit of profit collected is more than you started with. The idea is to finish multiple sessions with any amount of profit. Do not treat roulette or any casino game as a lottery ticket. If you are interested in doing that, you're just gambling. And that's not what we teach. Have a great day, and we'll see you on the next video. And don't forget, make sure you sign up for the newsletter and check out the website for all the other free educational information.